All right, guys, what's happening? Find Your Greatness back at you. So, went out of town and stumbled upon a Goodwill that had a jewelry jar. It's crazy. This jar is $10. This is all legit, guys. What's crazy about this is there's gold literally stuck to the top of the tape, or at least what looks like gold. So, let's go over all the tools you might need. If you do buy a jewelry jar, you need to know what you're buying. So, we've got a rare earth magnet. This one is from the jeweler supply store. We've got a jeweler's loop, so we can read the little marks, and we've got a digital scale. Now, I also have an acid test kit. I've got a black light, everything you need. So we're just going to crack this bad boy up. $10. I mean, that's super, super cheap. I would probably pay $40 on a whim in a new place that I haven't really been. So let's just pull these right off the top, and I'm just going to do a quick look here. Oh yeah, Israel. Let's grab our loop. All right, so we've got some gold and some silver. So these are marked Israel. Actually, these are both silver. Okay, cool. So these two that we just pulled out, they're gold over silver. They're both sterling silver. But that's still cool. Now, what I like to do whenever I find earrings, especially if I'm going to keep them. Now, sometimes, we resell these jars, but we're not going to resell this one. God, that's really in there. Hold on. All right, I like to put them together like that. That way they stay together. Boom. All right, so we're going to put those in our keep pile. Keep pile's over there to the right. Let's keep going through this jar. Now, guys, bear with me. This is probably going to be 3 or 4 minutes worth. I've got you on a tripod. That way I don't have to hold it. If it's costume, we're not really going to waste much time on it. That's costume enamel. Now, sometimes you'll have you a gold necklace, holding costume. It'll be marked right there on the clasp, or you can just grab your magnet. If you see the magnet sticks to it, you know it's costume. And I keep the magnet in the tube just to keep it clean, but you can always take it out. That piece looks quality, but it does look costume. We'll check it. It's not magnetic, so we'll have to check that one. We'll put that in our maybe pile. A little cheapo. You're always probably going to have mostly costume, mostly valueless stuff. But the cool thing is, if you know anybody that sells at a flea market, those people will usually pay like $1 per piece at a flea market. So you can drop these off with a person like that, or you can sell it to them. I have a guy that I've been dealing with for years. Actually, 2 guys at different flea markets. And those guys have always taken care of me, and we split it 50-50 down the middle. And he sells some pieces for $2 and $3. He sells some pieces for $1. But find somebody you trust, and you can do business like that. That looks silver, but it's not, and that's a cool looking ring. As you can see, we're still going. I'm uploading this to YouTube, so you'll find it on there. Of course, as I always tell people, I've got a group on Facebook, Research Resellers Group, thrifters, buyers, sellers, and more. But so far, this is all costume stuff and a couple of pieces of silver. I tell people, join my group on Facebook if you want to learn, because people are always sharing there. This one is opal, and it looks silver. So we're going to put that in the maybe pile. We're still digging. Little earring there. That's kind of cute. And of course, not all costume is cheap, but most of what we're seeing here is cheap costume. But I do know some brands like Crown Trifari and such that are decent. The magnet's a really quick tool. If it's magnetized, that is probably lower quality. And you can just process through it quickly. That one says Mama. Cool little costume ring. And I will say, if you see this within a day or two of me posting it, you see something you really want, just shoot me a message on YouTube. I'll probably see it. All right, we're still pulling costume out of here. I was hoping for like a good piece of silver. Oh, that looks marcasite. All right, marcasite's usually, yep, there we go. Sterling silver on that. The necklace, however, is not, so we're just going to go ahead and pull that off. Put the necklace in the no pile, put that in the yes pile. Oh, wow, that's nice. Look at that. That's marcasite and maybe garnet. And when I say it's showy, it is showy. And it is 925 marked on the back. You can see the 925. That's really a nice piece. That's probably the nicest piece that's been in the jar. I can retail that piece for 40 or 50. I might even put that in the I've got a buddy that has a pawn shop. I put stuff in there and sell it there. I might put it in the pawn shop. That's a good piece. Cool. All right, that's a good looking ring. That looks silver. That probably is silver. We're going to put that in the yes pile. And some more costume pieces. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. All right. Oh. 1 carat signature Portuguese cushion cut quartz Levion. Now, see, this is great for me because I have a nice little collection of gems. I'll just add this to my gem collection. And then if I come across a ring that doesn't have a stone, and this will work, I'll just grab that and boom, put it together. That's cool. That's worth $10 to me. I don't know what those sell for, but probably more than 10. There's a really interesting cluster ring. It's costume. And there's a costume necklace. Grab our magnet. Yep. Sorry about the shake. I bumped the camera. If I bumped the camera, it looks like an earthquake because I got you on the floating tripod. Let me, there we go. That is not sterling. It looks like sterling. A couple costume pieces. Costume. Ooh, those look good. These are quite heavy. Usually these are lightweight. I'll have to test those. Those could be real. We're going to put... Those are not. There's an A. I'm sure it's magnetic. Yep, cheapo. There's a little bolo with a stone. Now that's kind of cool. We might can get a couple bucks for that. We'll put that in the maybe pile. We're still going. Those are kind of nice. I'll put those in the maybe pile also. There's a random hair clip. You're always going to have random stuff in these lots. That is cheap, but this right here looks interesting. That looks kind of quality. Not magnetic, so that's your first good sign. Let's go ahead and pull it out. All right. I'm looking up close, kind of off camera. Give me a moment. Nope. That's a Stella and Dot piece. Some people like those. That's kind of nice. This fine chain mixed in looks silver to me. So this is the hard part about the jewelry jar. Stuff's just thrown in there. But we'll just eyeball that. I don't think it's just... Check it, check it, check it. It's not magnetic, so I'm going to have to separate those. We'll check those out. Some more costume. Costume cat brooch. Now that's a vintage cat brooch. You can tell by the way the cats are. We'll put that in our keep pile. Now that looks like possibly... Nope, that's a fake amber. And then there we've got some random... That's a handmade necklace right there. So that's kind of nice. Looks like it's got some silver beads. We got some bells. Costume. Toss the bells in the costume pile. Now there is an interesting piece. It looks silver. So I'll test that. That's the clasp. And then there's the main necklace. Okay. That goes in the maybe pile. Ooh, wow, that's flashy. That's definitely costume, but it's very flashy. I can sell that. Might put that in the auction. I also am an auctioneer, and I auction stuff through another auction house. And that says $20. That's probably a tourist piece. Looks like it's made out of that rolled paper. Bead for lifestyle circle neck. Okay. Yeah, if you have a local auction house with an auctioneer that you trust, you should put things into the auction, because I've sold some things on eBay for 10 and 15 bucks and later put those same things in an auction and they brought 40. So you just never know. You know, ooh, there's a good piece. All right. I know enough about jewelry to know that's a good piece. There's a Disney pin. I'll check that later. It might be decent. This is a good piece. I'm probably going to keep this because this is nice. This is old Navajo, probably. It's marked 950 on the back, which is a little stronger than sterling. That's turquoise. That's beautiful. And it's got a nice sterling silver chain. That is a, $120 pendant at least. I might have to keep that. That's sweet. Best thing out the jar so far. Yeah, sometimes I keep stuff, That's what's fun about owning your own business when you decide you want to keep something. There's another Disney pin, mini. We'll check that out. Here's an interesting ring. Again, a costume ring, but it has really nice presence in person. So we'll put that in a bag for our auction. It'll probably sell for 10, 15 bucks. There's another silver one coming out the jar. All right, those are kind of cool. They're handmade. Nothing fancy. That is silver. Look at that one. That's pretty cool. Probably some sort of synthetic gemstone, but you can tell that's handmade, rolled, and that's sterling silver. That's cool. Once you've been around this stuff long enough, you'll be able to spot gold and silver a mile away. I definitely can. I can almost smell it when I'm somewhere. It's crazy. That looks nice, but it's not silver, I do not believe. Nope. Looking up close, I do not see any marks. The pearls do appear to be real. These are natural pearls. Those will have a little auction value. Put those in the keep pile. Ooh, that's shiny like gold. That one says... I gotta get my loop. Can't read it. Nope. Another Israel 925. So that's that 925 gold plated, which is fine. The dice earring's kind of cool. Find that pair. We'll sell those separately. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Boom. So we got a nice pair of dice. We'll check those later. So we'll put those in our auction pile. Alright, more costume stuff. All right, there's a rosary. You find a good many rosaries, always check the crucifix to see if it's silver. If it is, it'll be marked somewhere. It could be really small. That will probably sell at the auction as well as just a nice rosary. Look at those earrings. Now, if I find a pair of those, I'll put those in the auction. Those are nice. All right, we're getting down to the bottom. Costume. Oh, wow. Look at those. Those are silver. Silver moonstone. Beautiful. Those are going to sell 20, 30 bucks. Here's a Timex watch. Now, believe it or not, sometimes Timex is pretty decent money, but this one's got some wear. We're just going to throw it in our pile. What is that? Okay, that looked too good to be true. All right. Looks like a lot of costume. Oh, there's something really shiny right there. Now that looks nice. That looks nice in person. Oh, sorry, earthquake. That looks nice in person. It's got some nice show. That'll be a good auction piece. Looks like those are silver wire earrings. So we'll pull those. Okay. Here's the last of it. There's our match to our other earring. Silver, gold over silver. So this one did not have any gold. I spoke too soon. What is that? That is definitely gold. I found these before. Usually it says something like grandma or dad, and then it has charms hanging off of this. Now let me finish going through this pile and we'll check that and see what it is. All right. Looks like the rest. Ooh, there's some gold right there. Okay, the rest of this is nothing. Those right there look good. So I'm gonna check these. They're Diamonds International, so they may not be gold, but they look gold. All right, they are not, and they have amethyst in them. So we'll sell those. We'll put those in a different bag, take them out of this bag, and we'll sell them. All right, let's check the grandma charm. All right, unfortunately, grandma charm is magnetic, so it is not gold. Usually these are always gold. That's the first one that I've ever found that's not gold. So just keeping it transparent with you guys. And we'll still sell that at the auction because if you are a grandma, you'll buy that and put your little, gold charms on it. So I think all in all, if we look at our keep pile over here, give me just a moment. So here's our keep pile, or what we're going to sell either via auction or somewhere else. And then, of course, I'm keeping this. That's just cool. I'm going to shine it up a little bit, maybe. I'll have to do a little research, make sure it's not some awesome maker. I'll update if I find out something about that. Here's our keep pile. And then here is what I call flea market or wholesale. I might wholesale it for $15 a pound, or I might take it to the flea market and get $1 each. That's just other ways that you can move stuff like this. So I hope you found this video to be informative and fun. Unfortunately, Goodwill has changed their policy. This store did tell me that this was probably the last jar that they would put out because Goodwill now wants them to send it to the internet market. They have the shopgoodwill.com, and there they auction all of this stuff. If they auctioned this much right here, this lot, in a jar situation, Honestly, it'd probably bring 100 to 150, maybe even $200. And $200 worth of stuff, you barely make it there. So it's not worth it for me as a reseller, where my margins are usually 15 to 20 times. You got to keep it strictly business. But we will make our money off of this pile right here. So thanks for joining Finder of Greatness, and tune in for our next video. Thanks.